We started off at the very beginning with isolation, so do-da, do-da, ooh-ah, ooh-ah, meh. Do-da, do-da, ooh-ah, ooh-ah, meh. And then out, 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 and all that stuff. And the whole thing, and then all of it together. They had to be there. And then we also did pulsing, where we collected in, and then we pushed out, collected, push, collect, push, collect, push. And then we also did our just our sort of on the spot kind of thing, and we pushed out of that, and we walked forward, boom, ha, boom. So it's that real feeling of being on the prowl almost, or depending on how you're feeling, a bit more of a pimp walk. And just, you know, you're walking through mud, so the key things were collecting your feet. You can choose either to cut that mud as you drag your foot, or you can pick it up and put it back down.
Really pushing out of the floor, more than you think you are,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, exaggerate your movements at first, because then once they sit in your body, you won't need to exaggerate them anymore because you'll feel them. But for now, to get that feeling, you kind of need to exaggerate.
We're trying to avoid walking by putting our foot out and then kind of scooting over into it.
Or
I don't want to do that.
this lovely thing, where the whole chest is back, but the pelvis comes forward.
Yes.
You laugh, but I've danced with people like that. It's not pleasant. So really what we're talking about is you're holding your core. Normally you're holding up your frame, you're relaxed, you're comfortable, and then you just sink into your hips. You relax your knees and your hips, and this is your blues body here. So you can move quite effectively. Yeah.
Then we put into a little bit of context, we're doing the same movements but side by side. So we're just walking along, walking down the line, and we can walk backwards. We did this little walk, change sides, walk, and we were really collecting that. We're not rock stepping back. So we're collecting and then pushing off in the new direction. We then took that out into open a little bit. So we had this walking, change sides, walking, change sides. We can go from closed to open as we like.
And always keep your space available, follow, so the lead has the option of grabbing your arms or your frame or your shoulders, whatever, when we start talking about leading with different parts of the body. If your limbs are available, he has the option.
And the other thing we did was we used this little exercise here where we have nice wide arms and we do the same thing, stepping side to side, feeling that when I go this way, I'm pushing with this hand. I go that way, I'm pushing with that hand.
And I'm pushing in the opposite direction, so it's quite relaxed. When one hand's pushing, the other hand is relaxed, so you're not pushing in the whole time. We talked about having that beach ball, and so you're not holding the beach ball out because it's there. It's just there. You don't have to hold it there. You just sort of have to connect it in, and it'll sit between our frames here. But when Richard wants to initiate my movement, he's going to push this way. I'm going to push that way.
At the same time, I'm pushing, like we were talking about earlier, I collect and I push off the floor as I push with my hand. I'm not pushing with my hand as a result of moving my hand independently of my body, but because I collect and push off the floor, that drives my hand, which drives her.
Yeah. His body stays with his body, basically, and his limbs stay with his body.
So when I move, I don't think about moving my arms separately, they just go where my body goes.
For what we were doing today. There are other ways where you release or you push forward, but for what we're doing today, that's what we wanted you to get used to, just to get used to that side-to-side connection. There are no absolutes in blues, so don't just get fixated on it and go, oh no, I can't do anything else. This was what we wanted you to achieve today.
Yep.
And then...
That was it. Oh. Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, it was good though, because by the end of it you looked like you kind of had a bit of that blues body going on. Next week we'll build on that a bit more, and